I'm not going to lie, lads. I did not want to do an intro for this. I just want to see how our man Thorfinn is going to take 100 punches.
How's he going to survive this, bro? Genuinely? I know he's strong, but, bro, 100 punches.
He's done for.
100 punches.
100 punches is crazy.
I'll be real, he ain't doing it.
I'm not going to lie. I think this has been one of the most anticipated episodes for me this season. It's purely based on the, what happened previous episode.
Bro, these last 3 episodes, I am so hyped for them. Like,
Yeah.
I personally, I don't think he's gonna take 100 punches. I think Snake, Aina, someone's gonna step in.
No, but this is a chance for him to show what he's actually about. Is he actually is he willing to live the life that he says he's willing to live?
I agree.
Because he talked a big game, right, about this non-violence route, not killing anyone. Let's just see what he's about.
And last thing, I think he can prove this way how he doesn't just have to fight with a sword.
He can show his strength.
He's showing his strength in a different manner, which I think, in a way, this is more respectable than the other way, right?
Because he has been through the violence route. He could mess all these guys up.
He could easily beat all.
But choosing not to is the hard.
And then hopefully it leads to the moment of him and Canute having the long-awaited discussion.
Wait, what did I say? I think I said like the last intro, the intro before. It's gonna be a handshake like this with the sun in the back.
Oh, shut up.
The birds are going.
Shut up.
I'm going to be a quick kiss on the and then they talk.
Bro, shut up, man.
Is him getting beaten up?
Yeah, punch after punch.
Damn. Punch
16 already. The king
He's
of
still
rebellion.
standing.
I think he's taking it to 100, bro.
I don't know, man.
But
That's
this
the
guy,
17th punch.
This guy's massive as well.
He's kicking him, punching him. Oh, he's turning. Oh.
Is he like?
Yeah, he's turning.
He's turning it so it hits him with less momentum.
Bro, he's borderline like feeling guilty to hit him.
You reckon he
No. He's low-key like, what the hell?
Yeah,
How's
he's
this
like,
thing?
yeah.
He's going with it. He's keeping his body soft. Oh, Wolf is watching.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Softening the blow.
Yeah, dispersing the impacts.
Impulse. Oh, imagine Aina just watching.
Aina, I know he wants to just protect his friend.
Bro, that's his brother at this point.
Nah,
The conviction, man.
Yep. He's not using violence whatsoever. Simply enduring.
It takes more strength in enduring than hitting back.
Sitting with the pain.
Probably thinks he's just being a victim here. Like,
Oh, yeah, Snakes and Omar, they're going to hand the resignation.
He's gonna
getting
lie.
a
Wolf not gonna let him.
Yeah.
What did I say? Snake or Aina's gonna step in.
Oh no, he
Oh,
got
that's
slapped
actually
him.
better hit him.
That's actual punch.
Oh my god, that's actually gonna hurt. Oh my god, now that's gonna actually.
Bro, he sent him flying. No.
That many punches. He wants to see Canute.
Yeah, I don't know what happens with me. Damn. Saying it out loud makes it sound even more far-fetched.
Snake respects him,
Look at
man.
the admiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
農場は降参する。そう決まった。話し合いで解決するくらいなら、とっくにやってる。
You haven't heard Thorfinn speak though.
He's going to win by words.
He's adamant on that.
Did you try everything?
This guy's gonna get more punches at him. Oh my god, this is admirable. Damn you!
Exactly. You haven't tried.
You haven't tried.
He's still standing.
You drew your own swords. Oh my.
Damn.
Oh.
This is a different Thorfinn,
Bro, this
man.
is a man.
The cycle of violence. Someone's got to stop it.
Cannot believe it. I love this.
Spit out that blood. Oh,
His
Oh,
teeth.
he's lost 2 teeth. He doesn't care.
Oh, I like talking shit.
Tell him.
no, this is insane.
He sounds like old Thorfinn, but
But the energy's directed differently.
completely different Thorfinn though.
Bro, look at the grin on his eyes.
That was the first glimpse of old Thorfinn, but in a different way.
Facts.
もうこの戦
Why is he...
Oh my god.
Clouds over the sun.
Ain't the real one, man.
Everyone's just
That's
watching in
Drot's breathing.
admiration, bro.
That's Drot's breathing.
Yeah, exactly. He's literally exhausting himself.
That's how many punches he's
Look
thrown.
at these guys just watching it.
Bro, he's just standing there.
Unfazed.
98!
And he's taking off the nose.
He's not even like absorbing the punches.
Bro, imagine how much respect Omar has for him. Bro, they can't believe
And
it.
then he looks at him straight away.
Yeah.
He's out of gas.
He's tired before Thorfinn's gone.
Do you understand that? He fell before Thorfinn.
Yeah, he
That's
fell
insane.
before.
What a shot! Oh my.
Instead of the one that inflicted 100 punches.
This
He
is insane,
just
man.
changed every single soldier there.
Yeah.
Through this one action.
Bro, watch how everyone's just silent. No one's saying a word. They're just watching in admiration. This is a key message, man. What an important message.
Yeah!
Come on!
Acknowledge him!
疑って進まなかった
What a man.
お前は本物の
Look at his
戦士
eyes,
A
man.
true warrior doesn't need a sword.
Bro, he's
It's a
amazing.
full circle moment.
That is the greatest bar.
Oh.
my.
中将殿この者はかつて我々と同じく
Now they believe him,
Now
see?
they believe
Straight
him.
away.
Now I can lead
どう
them.
かこのトルフィンのお目通りをお許しください小兵だがよく鍛えてやるようだなトルフィン
Face
ドロ
is
ットを倒
swollen.
せば元この枝というお前の実力の証明に
He's
な
proved
る
that anyway.
和平交渉の相手をぶん殴って
Exactly.
互いのことは何も知ら
See,
ね
he exhausts every other
え
option.
何の恨みもねえいがみ合ってるのはクヌートとケティルじゃねえかよ親玉二人でネファダフルでもやって白黒つけりゃいいだろ
Shooting it's a board game.
Yeah.
こんな大勢集まって
Facts.
血を流す必要
Lives getting lost for someone else.
Exactly.
あんた方は俺の敵じ
You
ゃ
have no enemies. That's what Thor said.
Oh my god.
You have no
Yeah.
enemies.
There's no one that's okay to hurt. He said that.
my God.
Bro, his father must be looking down so proud. Like,
This is the most full circle moment I've ever seen.
look at him. Not the biggest man, but the most fierce man.
What a bar! This full circle is making me so happy right now.
Look how inspired Omar is, bro.
大した度胸だなこの数の職業戦士に囲まれて堂々と戦争を否定するとはケティルと王陛下がネファダフルかいやさそなた
Oh, he's gonna take him to
王
Let's
陛
go.
下を進言してみると
Finally.
王陛下とて好んで戦をなさっているわけではない拝謁しお言葉を聞けばそのお心を知るだろう
Bro, I have goosebumps. Holy crap.
Oh my, bro. I've been looking forward to this the whole season.
Where is he?
道を開けろシャドルの陛下の
Yes,
This is
sir.
what we've been waiting for,
Bring
baby!
the king!
戦争を起こす張本人に会え
Yeah.
The man who starts war, huh?
I mean, yeah. He's lost his whole family because of that, so.
あるさ山ほどな
If you have no enemies, what do you have?
Bro, look at all the people dead, man. Like, oh,
あれ全部この戦の戦士か
And there's probably more.
見るなエイナル
パテルさん
あの
no.
中にパテールさんを見つけてしまったら
Yeah, exactly. You need to remain calm in front of the king.
Oh my, bro. I don't think I'm ready for this.
I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous.
Bro, Thorfinn's gonna look at Canute like, what the hell?
Yeah, you remember
It's the
this.
last time they saw each other.
Yeah.
Daggers.
Turn around.
分かった青そなたたちの気持ちを尊重する
ありがとうございます。シセ殿、こちらへ。
Aw.
Oh my god, I can't watch, man.
There's no music, nothing.
Look at this man, bro. They've changed the development of these two characters.
Holy shit.
I.
Oh my
Guys, it's
god.
some of the best.
They got the same eyes though.
生き
You
てい
know?
たか久しいなドルフィンそなたを奴隷の身に落とした
Actually, no.
Nah.
It made him realize.
He gave him a purpose.
アシュラットのことさぞ恨んでいようなデンマーク王家に刃を向けた俺が今こうして生きている
Oh, I flipped the script on him.
Okay.
あなたの配慮に
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. I like this. I like. He's
Canute's
starting
gonna
off.
be bewildered.
He's looking at the other
他
side.
の
Yeah.
傷
Oh.
申
This
し
is a
訳ありま
different
せん
Thorfinn, man. This ain't
Canute's
double
about to be
Finn.
shook.
陛下のお顔に傷をつけた男、トルフィン・カルルセブン。かつてトルケル閣下と
Oh shit!
Yep. That's
こんな
him.
に小柄で若いとは。
I love this glaze.
Oh.
I need more of it.
Hey, like,
Hey, no, you have no idea, buddy.
4年
4 years.
4 years.
Lucius, what a man.
もうあれから4年になるのだな
This is beautiful.
農場から手を引いてくれできんなケティルの子オルマルが重視になれぬのを恨み我が配下10名を殺害したのだ
Kind of false, but alright.
Not true, but
聞い
okay.
ているだがもう十分だろ
Exactly, you made your
う農
point.
場側は100人以上死んでいる
Yep.
働き手があんなに死んだらもうこの一帯は立ち直れないかもしれない
Yeah.
戦力差を見誤ったケティルに罪
Did you really try?
Bro, don't listen to that idiot, man.
ケティル一族の処分が済
It's
むま
only
で
Kenta's
戦は終
planning.
わら
We'll
ぬ
get that guy out.
そりゃつまり、この農場を手に入れるまでっ
Bro,
てことだ。
don't talk like that.
王様なんて言っても、
Damn!
Oh, he's talking,
Hey,
but he's
no!
like he's spitting. He's talking.
Hey, no, just calm down.
キングの親玉と
Like, you need to.
何が違ってんだ。
Bro, you-
I mean, in his eyes,
He's not wrong.
yeah,
at all.
in his eyes, yeah.
it's the approach.
He doesn't know what Canute's trying to do. Like, for him, it's all the
血を
same.
耕して見守って育ててみろよ。
Exactly.
そうすりゃ。
クヌードお前は昔ゲインズバラで言ったよな
I haven't heard Gainsborough in a while.
It's been a
こ
while.
の地上に楽土を作る
Yeah.
生き苦しむ者たちのための理想郷をまだそう思っているか
Lean into his own ideology.
He does.
いかにも世はバイキングの親玉中の親
Damn, he's the chief of Viking chief.
Canute has aura.
よこそは帝王
Oh
海
shit,
最
Canute.
強のバイキング
Holy shit.
And he's not wrong, I can't
Talk
lie.
your
この
shit.
最大の半島を滑る支配者千の船万の兵を率いる将
Oh
軍
my god, Canute.
世の力は人知を超え不可能を可
Oh,
能に
he
する
is a different.
見よ世の力であの波を沈めてみせる
Bro,
What a line!
he literally thinks he's God.
帝王クルートの名において波を
What
Did he lost his mind?
Nah, I think he's proving some point.
Yeah.
I don't know what point, but
Imagine the way.
No, they don't stop. Obviously,
They
they're
don't
not going to
stop,
stop. He's
yeah.
trying to prove it.
Yeah, I know.
it's like he has all this power, but
Yeah.
he can't defy like
Exactly.
gods. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like creation.
Yeah, he can't do anything really.
Yeah, he's still
見
powerless.
たかそなたたち
Yeah, he's weakless.
我が力を
He's weak, so.
寄せるさざ波さえ止めることができる
Yeah,
Bro, that was insane symbolism.
あの波を起こしている者が誰か
God,
知っているか神だ
Yeah.
bro, that is beautiful,
地
man.
上に楽土を築くというこ
Yeah.
と
Exactly.
は奴の定めた条理に逆らうということ
Oh, okay. So he understands.
神
So
への反逆だ
it's an act of rebellion. He understands it.
奴の定めに従っていては 人間は幸福になれぬ。我らバイキングにこの混乱と破壊の担い手を我らに楽園に住む資格があると思うか。
Sinners.
だがそれこそ人間だ。
Holy.
罪を犯
Since
し
ancient
迷い
times.
続ける人間の姿そのものなのだ。
Holy shit, I've never thought of it like this.
神に捨てられたこの者たちを救わねば楽土建設など到底かなわぬ。
バイキング
Yeah, he's talking about saving the
を
Vikings.
救う
This is way too profound.
そう
The Vikings are the
こ
most
の者
twisted
たち
thing
を
in
制し
football.
御師
That's what he was always trying to do.
So
Remember when he grabbed Bjorn and he's like,
Yeah.
楽土へ向かわ
Because
せ
he always hated their ways. He thought they were the most villainous
世
people.
を置いて他にはおらぬ。
yeah.
人間の力を束ね
Oh, that's
戦うのだ。
Fight.
What a
hard.
character, man.
すごい男だ。
facts.
Yeah, mutual respect.
Trust me, we know.
俺には思いつきもしなかった。
Yeah.
バイキングを救うなんて。
倒すぞこの野郎
Aina.
てめえがどんな手がよとやろうがてめえの勝手だ
Just
Stay
leave the
away
farm
from my
alone.
そのために今日てめえに殺され
Yeah,
That's
That's
a real
the
question.
That's a real question.
That's the real
バイ
question.
キングは力になるから生かして役に立たない人間から
Yeah.
Yeah.
殺して
It's like the path of courses to paradise.
悪の建設が聞いては切れるぜ俺はエセルレッド王に村を焼かれスベン王に家族を殺された
True.
これ以上お前らの
He's the
犠牲なん
collateral.
てたまかよ
Canute also needed to see this, I think.
Yeah.
How can you expect Aina not to feel like that as
恨
well?
むなら恨む。そなたに許されようとは思わ
He's
ない。
accepted it though. I
Yeah.
think he's accepted it.
He's playing the villain.
Yeah.
It's part of the mission for him. Like the haters are
よ
part
し
of it.
エイナル農場から手を引く気はないんだな。さすればどうするトルフィン。今ここで世を殺すか。殺さぬ限り世を止めることはできる。
Man. Holy.
Why do you need to resort to violence? What sort of thing gonna do?
How have they managed to fit that many good episodes into one season? I have no clue. Genuinely. Like, oh my days.
Alright,
You just need some time to think with this show.
Yeah, I think right now how I feel is usually we've had a lot of emotional scenes in anime, right?
Yeah.
Where I think we've kind of just stood still.
Mm.
This is one where I'm actually reflecting
Mm.
because they both have a point of view that you understand. And I don't think, as we've learned from our previous shows, there's no real right or wrong. Because
Yeah.
everyone has their own perspective where you try to understand.
Yeah.
And I think having Aina in there, giving a perspective as like you said, the collateral, I think that's a beautiful way to
Yeah.
put it. That just accentuates that scene so much more.
Yeah.
It's so powerful.
Yeah. I'm glad he and Aiden needed to get that off his chest as
Yeah.
well. Like he needed to talk to the king like that. Like everything he was saying was right. Like we haven't had someone speak like that to the king. Like they never get access to him either. Like the
Exactly.
ordinary person. You know what I mean? Like
And not just that, it's like the way he was saying it was almost like he was asking a question, like pleading Canute to give him an answer.
Yeah.
Because he really doesn't know
Yeah.
why his family had to die, why all these people have to get taken, why this
Yeah.
farm has to go. He doesn't understand. He thinks it's pure pillaging and all these things. He's genuinely just pleading. He wants reasoning. He wants
Yeah.
answers. And some of the stuff Canute was saying was so profound. Holy
Yeah.
crap. That once again, him bringing up the god and what he's trying to do on Earth, that's just...
yeah.
The way he said it this time, though, was insane.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been the same since that revelation we saw last season, right? It's
Yeah.
the exact same thing, but it's like he's a different man now, but he's repeating the same words. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
he's grown so much,
Yeah.
so it almost has like more power when he says it. It's like you really believe it.
I think Canute, the strengths that he has is he's a very good judge of character. Like deep down, he knows exactly what people are good at and what they're not good at, right? So resourcefulness is something he prioritizes. Even in this time, like the whole reason he's pillaging Kettle's farm is because he wants to extract all the resources from it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you can't demonstrate to the king that we're better off being alive and we can provide that resource to you,
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna get slaughtered.
Everyone is a tool. Like, he needs everyone to be working for him. If that makes sense. Like, it's all for his. It has to be all for his goals.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Like he needs to be the god of Earth, basically, for his goal to come true.
I think what Thorfinn is saying is, if I had to lean towards which one's more right, I say his ideology is more right because you're just ending all war, right?
Yeah.
But then you have...
It's a much bigger task of how he's trying to do
exactly.
Knut's is like a shortcut.
Yeah.
Because Knut's trying to end war as well. He doesn't want war. And
Yeah.
But in doing so, he had to get the strongest men, the Vikings first.
It's like he's using war to end war. If that makes sense.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly, yeah.
And it's like that... Dude, and I'm trying to like think about it because Knut couldn't really give Einar an answer.
I mean...
Because
I think the answer was he doesn't care.
Exactly.
Like, you can hate me all you want.
Exactly.
I don't care because
It's collateral.
in his mind, it's like
Ultimately, I have a goal.
ultimately he's. I think part of him is just sacrificing himself. It's
Yeah.
like I'm going to sacrifice who I am
Yeah.
as a person
Yeah.
in order to achieve this goal.
Correct.
I also think he's somewhat accepted all these losses.
Yeah.
That he like that.
It's like what's going to come.
Do
with
you
it.
think to an extent Knut actually thinks what Thorfinn's thinking is right and what Einar's thinking is right, but he just realizes, look, you have a very idealistic. I'm king. It has to be more practical.
I think he doesn't see that what he doesn't see what Thorfinn sees, right?
Yeah.
I think he doesn't see that path.
I think this is also a little bit of a case of switch roles. Like, for example, 4 years ago, Thorfinn was the barbaric Viking, right? And Knut was this shy, almost like timid sort of king that didn't want to.
He was almost basically a girl, bro.
Yeah,
We were
exactly.
making fun of him. They were making fun of him.
He had Ragnar taken care of. He couldn't even speak.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't want to fight anyone, none of that. And then now the roles have switched. It's like Thorfinn is this aggressive... Thorfinn is the peacemaker. And Knut is this more tactful, aggressive king, right? So it's like, it's interesting to see how that unfolded as well.
A big reason for that, I think, is because of the crown. The power that he got... Once he got hold of the crown, it's like he can, bro. Like
he
you said,
realized what he could do.
Exactly, and that's kind of what Thorfinn had. Like, he had power. He was strong. He was a good warrior, right? And he used that to achieve whatever he wanted to. So it's like...
I think there's a bit of a movement that can happen here, and Thorfinn might be able to incite some change, because that scene where they were looking into each other's eyes, it's almost like a mirror, right? They were at an even playing ground. No one looked at each other like, I'm above you, because they were in each other's places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the whole point of them showing those eyes. I think that's a big staple in the show.
I think
Another thing for showing those eyes as well. If you look at the designs, the eyes were the exact same. It was only the color that was different, but their eyes looked the exact same.
Exactly.
Like they're both trying to get the same thing ultimately.
like I think this show perfectly depicts the quote, "Heavy is the head that wears the crown."
Facts.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my God.
like whenever
The King,
I think of
I love when King Sven shows up.
Yeah.
I love it when King Sven shows up.
it's going to be real interesting to see what happens now in these last 2 episodes. Man. I think we need to bring back 2 deep breaths.
My nose is blocked.
It's not very helpful.
Now, after the last episode, I think even in the discussion we were a bit starstruck, a bit reflective. Even after the episode we were a bit reflective because these are some powerful messaging being showed by this show, man.
I think the development of Knut and Thorfinn, both as characters, has been like phenomenal to watch.
Amazing.
And I think we understand both of them very well,
Yep.
and we understand why they're doing the things they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why it's like we're not really picking sides or anything at this point. It's just like it's just beautiful to watch.
Look, it's to sit here and play moral police is the wrong thing to do.
Yeah,
Like, regardless of all the heinous crimes both parties have committed, both Knut and Thorfinn, my admiration and respect for these men is actually very high.
Yeah.
Considering they stand on their principles. These men, they have their principles and they stand by it and they're trying to create this utopia, and I respect it. Because at least they're trying to change something. Most people just go by the norm.
It's senseless.
You know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of it is senseless fighting, senseless wars. I mean, it is still war,
Yeah.
and we can still say they're the bad people, right?
You can still
But-
kind of say it is senseless. Like this kettle war.
Everything's... Yeah,
Like
sure.
if you're looking from a certain perspective,
Like
I can
Einar,
say it's senseless.
yeah.
I can say it's
Yeah.
senseless.
But I guess society at this time was senseless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the point you made of how we respect these men, like especially Thorfinn, after his 30-second hit and he actually got clocked,
Yeah.
him getting up for the last 68 and standing there
He
and then
pointed
and
right.
then having the soldiers right to the end literally be like, holy shit, I respect you for doing
Yeah,
that.
no one was laughing by the end of that. No one
Everyone was
laughing.
just watching like, holy
Omar
shit.
It was
was
just
in
respect.
tears.
Yeah, it was just respect.
And I think we're sitting here, you can't even like, I don't think it does it justice how you actually feel, because stuff like this, you're just in awe.
It's just like internal feeling, right?
It's
You
just
can't even express it.
You can't even express it, and you can't really measure it.
It's just
like,
admirable.
it's just admiration, because like no one would even have the right mind to even do something like that, right?
Yeah.
So these last 2 episodes, I think it's been big up by everyone,
Yeah.
and I'm genuinely curious to see how it goes.
Right here.
Rightio,
そな
mate.
たに世を止めることができるか。あの時のアシュラットのよう
Oh, he's picking where it hurts.
Damn.
He's hitting where it hurts.
シャランド。
帰ってくれトレイ。お前は変なやつだが殺すには惜しい。
As if you could.
Yeah.
Like.
Why does he call him strange as well? Like,
世の中こういう風にできてんだ。最後は力の強いやつの理屈が
Damn.
面白いんだ。
he's not wrong.
バイキングども。
Thorfinn is not going to give up. I already know.
愚かなり
Swen.
我が息
Oh,
子。
the...
未だ王になりきれぬか。
But I love this Sven
な
cameo.
ぜあのような下船の者どもに
Oh, true.
明かしたの
Now they're going to try to pick on your dream.
奴らは哀れな羊の群れ。
Oh, you're a king.
そなたはここを
A shepherd,
羊飼い
you're
なのだ。
Aloof shepherd.
奴らを育て、
Damn.
間引き、
That's
皮
it.
を剥ぐ。支配あるのみだ。
It's probably the trap Sven fell into as well.
Yeah.
Because he probably had dreams like Canute to change the world as well.
クヌート、お前が権力に任せて無茶を通すつもりなら
殺せ。あの男は危険だ。
Yeah, Sven scared him.
Dangerous.
一頭の羊が群れを
Oh,
That is
what a
so
bar!
true.
What a it only takes one person.
Exactly. You're going to have to make a martyr out of him. That's the only
俺
way.
は
殺せ。
I will.
王の務めを果たせ。
俺は逃げる。
Yeah. You won't
He
fight,
won't
he'll
fight.
run.
Bro, this is amazing. This is literally a masterpiece. I cannot believe what I'm watching.
Holy shit.
All the men are like, what?
Canute understands.
逃げ
him,
るだけか。
Ever.
他に何ができ
though.
る。
He's not gonna fight.
ここでお前と差し違えろってのかよ。
Kunu's probably stunned, bro.
Genuinely.
お前の言う楽度ってのは多くの人
Yeah,
を
exactly.
助
But
け
even he understands.
Yeah, bro. He's such an insightful
そういう
individual
たちの
now.
ものなんだろう。
You're willing to sacrifice a few.
俺にはそれがいいことか悪いことか
Exactly.
わからないし、だからもう逃げるしかないだろ
Oh my.
う。他にも術があろう。この帝王の前へただ還元をしに来たのか。そんな顔になっては
Basically.
それも無駄だった。さよなら。
Oh my god.
Oh,
That is
my-
so powerful.
Holy shit. He didn't even care about taking
Thorfinn is the real king.
Bro.
When you can just walk away like that.
And the men lift up their spears for you to walk. He can't believe there's someone like him.
Exactly. He would have never expected this from anyone.
Because everyone else is sheep. Everyone's predictable.
Yeah. It's almost like he's free.
世と駆け引きをしたがる者は多い。
Yeah.
なんだそなたは。何の切り札もないのか。
Nah.
寸鉄も帯びず散々殴られ
Yep.
農場接種をやめろと言いにしただけか。
Holy.
そんなに面白いかよ。面白い。これほどくだらない平行線は
Yeah, all his other peace talks have been something underhanded.
逃げるか。あ
See you later.
あ、バイキングの中から
Damn.
このような男が生まれうる。
What a
美しい
man.
男だ。
Waterman.
Bro, I've got goosebumps everywhere.
争いを離れ、どこへ逃げる。お前に教えることはできない。
Yeah. Otherwise, war will just follow him.
Yeah.
我が藩とは広がり続けている。やがてそこにも世の力が及ぶかもしれんぞ。逃げられるだけ逃げてやるさ。 王の力が届かない場所にお前とは違うやり方で平和な国を
See,
作
they're
る
still after the same thing, just different ways of going about
お
it.
前の作る世界では生きていけない人たちのために
See, he understands that what Knut's doing is
俺自身のため
He
に
understands a lot of people will benefit from
Necessity.
it.
できるのか
They're more aligned than they're different.
exactly. They can work
俺
together.
の力はお前よりずっと小さいんだお前がこの調子で人々を迫害し続けるならそのうち誰にもお前を助けることはできなくなるお前も努力しろ俺の仕事を増やすな
Canute isn't trying hard enough. No one else can talk to him like this, man.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, very much so.
似たのであろう
Who do you think?
His
Oh,
father.
Askeladd!
His father.
And Askeladd.
Askeladd knew how to talk. I think it's Askeladd.
Yeah.
なんだこりゃ船もねえどこ行った
Oh, he
船
left.
He
ふ
left.
ざけんな
He
よ
left.
まだ決着がついて
Boys with arrows and everything, he was ready.
He should have taken him with him.
黒木殿が不満を漏らして
Yeah, bro, screw Floki, man.
王城から手を引く理由がわからない
Yeah, obviously he doesn't understand why. He's the
called
snakiest
respect.
of snakes.
He's
あな
dumb.
たも不満かウルフ
いいえ
他の農場を接収する計画
Oh,
の
holy shit.
Bro, this is what respect looks like.
Oh.
They can work together, man.
Yep. He's gonna find different ways now.
I need to hear Sven what he has to
共
say.
に戦う者はそなたぐらいしかおらぬと思っていただが今日新たな仲間を得た
Man, I love this. I love
Holy
this.
shit.
I
what
love
a
this Canute Thorfinn
beautiful
relationship.
scene.
Is he growing crops?
If he can go around to every farm and every place and be
イングラン
peace.
ド財政を圧迫していた中英デンマーク軍に解散を命じ
Finding another way.
Yep.
最終的にクヌート直属のデンマーク人部隊はわずか16隻の艦隊のみとなっただが危惧されたイングランドでの反乱は起こらなかった
Damn.
クヌートが軍事力を手放すことでイングランド
And
の諸国
respected those
は
wishes.
クヌートの信頼を知り
Those are English. He's united everyone
And
almost.
Thorfinn was the catalyst for this.
Yep.
Shows you what one man can do, man.
And it shows you don't. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have a strong enough message and you believe it's strong enough, you can
Incite
influence.
change.
Yeah, you can incite change
良
within
い気
anyone.
分だ
Yep.
Where to from here?
Happy ending? I think not.
We're back to the farm.
At least he didn't like treat them like shit. Thorfinn and Aina anyway. Get to
Piece of shit. Are we heading on voice actor as well? Or?
He's learning how to walk again.
What a camera angle! Holy shit!
He's anime. It's like old man's circle. Oh, he's an iron. It's
Aina.
great.
Oh. You knew you'd be here.
It's been 4 days.
His family.
なぜ生きなければならない。
トルフィ
At least they have each other.
もういいのか
ああまだ少しふらつくけど大丈夫だ
行くのかトルフィン海の向こうの地へ
フィンランドだ
Oh.
あの時アルネイズさんが
Mm.
息を引き取る時すぐに答えられなかったなぜ生きなければならないのか
It's exactly what Aina has been questioning.
死に安らぎを求める魂に生きろと言える世界が欲しい
Oh my god!
死ぬ以外
Oh, wow, this music is amazing.
This might be the greatest character development I have ever seen.
And these birds is different birds. They're like a lot more lifeful. Why should you live?
The determination, man.
Freedom.
You know what's crazy? Thorfinn doesn't even know how much of an impact his words had on Canute. He doesn't know the English. Oh, bro.
Yeah.
This feels like a nice ending to a really, really good movie, bro. Genuine. Feels like it's a one long movie. This
Brother, man.
Oh, this show, man.
It's gonna make a grown man cry, man.
God, this is like, bro.
They weren't lying when this is for like season 2 is
When
for.
Thorfinn said he wanted to change, we can see it.
Season 1's for boys, season 2's for men.
But it's between Anon,
Yeah, oh my god. With the sun in the back, oh, this is exactly
you
what
were
I
right,
wanted.
but
This is what I wanted. Oh. The music in this one.
He still looks bruised up.
The old man's still living, no way.
Wait, Pater is there as well.
wait, well, oh, he's alive?
Yeah, Pater was alive.
Hey?
Oh,
How's he alive?
They were just saying don't look at the dead bodies just in case he was dead.
本当にこれでいいのか
俺が出しゃばってやったことですか
旦那や農場のみんなには若旦那が王を説得したってことにしてやる
Young master.
アルネイズの墓は任せなさい
Shout out Pater,
私が
man.
守る
what a legend.
This is the change he was trying to
He
inspire.
led by example, bro.
Yeah.
俺はあなたのようになりたい
Facts.
あなたのような強くて優しい
That's what a real man is.
You see the juxtaposition of words? Strong but
and
kind.
yeah.
あなたは戦いをやめる決断をしたと聞きました俺は
Yeah.
15
Already a better man than most.
やっと自分が何をすべきか分かったんです
I trust all
大
my.
旦那様
Thank you.
ありがとうございました
Facts. Genuinely big thanks to this guy, man. Dropping wisdom.
He was G's. Oh,
He was like a mentor.
he helped hide Garda.
Yeah.
ただの
He was spitting wisdom left, right, and
You
center.
let them use his horse as well.
Yeah, at the start, yeah.
Exactly. You worked for it. You know. That's all it is.
It was all a trade-off.
銀1マルクでも持ってい
He didn't take any money,
He
bro.
didn't need it, man. He doesn't need it. For his journey, he doesn't need it.
Oh, roll?
Where'd that come from?
People just be spewing names in there.
I like steak better. I like steak better. I'll be real. Roll is a bit
I like roll. It sounds closer to Rowan, so I'm
Roll
taking
is
that.
good, bro.
Roll
I'm taking that. I'm taking that.
name.
Rest in peace. Where's Kettle?
Violin.
No one cares about. Don't talk about Kettle. I don't want to see
Shut
him.
up,
I
Kettle.
don't want to see him.
We got a new master. That's Olmar. Olmar's my new master.
Facts. Get him off the screen.
I ain't feeling no sympathy.
I
I
don't
don't,
care.
give a shit what they show me.
Nah, look at him.
Oh
He be
shit.
working on the farm, man.
Oh shit.
How beautiful it looks.
Facts. He's making the beautiful. That's the woman that was helping her with the dead bodies and stuff.
She was genuine about it.
She's like, her father was like, take care of my family.
Hey, at least his father taught him how to farm properly.
Fox. Badger. Now they're realizing the hard work.
Yeah,
again.
from work.
Ah,
This is how we started the first episode,
Yeah,
remember?
carving
Carve
Into the
it.
flesh.
First
Where's
episode of
he?
the season.
But this feels like a season
old
finale.
man life.
Yeah, true.
Carve
Carve
into the sea. Thorgil. Damn, he looks kind of cold.
Yeah, that looks sick. I don't know where he is.
Carve into your spoils and your enemies. Ooh.
Oh, Smirkel's on the farm. That's what he
Yeah.
wanted. Remember?
Oh, he's been working as well.
Oh, look at his hands. That's the hands of a farmer.
Oh, Pater's looking after the grave. He said he'll always protect Arnold.
私はずっと耐え抜く人生だったあのような者たちを
Oh,
目にできるとはな
it takes one person to change everyone, man.
Exactly.
Actually, it takes two.
彼ら
Shout
は
out
向か
Aang.
ったよ私たちが想像もしなかった
This is so beautiful.
This is amazing, bro. It just makes your heart warm.
Where are they
こ
headed
こで
to?
はない
Vinland.
Some place that's not here. Start title of the first episode.
Oh my god.
Carve that encounter into me.
I have a question for you guys. You know how Thorfinn's embarked on this new journey, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a two-part question? Do you think it would have the same impact if he wasn't once one of those type of people he's advocating against, right? Do you think someone who never was a warrior had the same message as Thorfinn? Do you think it can be conveyed the same? Or do you think you have to actually experience both sides and then
Yeah.
you have to talk about it?
I agree with the second part. I think you have to. If he didn't go through all that, I don't think he would have.
Had the same conviction.
Yeah, same conviction, same drive. He wouldn't have known as much as he does. I feel like.
I'm on the other side. I think if you have conviction, like say, because it's the scenario, the question you're posing means this person has enjoyed, this person hasn't enjoyed, but they're standing for the same principles,
Correct.
right? I think if you stand on your principle, no matter if you've been through war, whatever the case may be, if you stand on your principles and you show the people, no matter what, I'm not folding, people will follow you. It doesn't matter what you've enjoyed. It doesn't matter what you've done in your life. In that scenario, it could be anyone else. Anyone could have been in Thorfinn's position there. If they endured the 100 punches and still stood on their business when the king was in front of them.
It's hard to endure something when you haven't experienced it.
Yeah, when you don't have
When
the
you've
conviction
never
for it.
experienced something, how can you? I mean, you might be right. I don't know.
Yeah, but how do you have conviction for something if
Yeah.
you've never actually
How would you endure that if you've
Unless-
never been through it?
That's why the example I was going to give was someone like Aina, right?
Yeah.
You could say he's never been on a warrior side killing these people,
Yeah.
but he's had to endure.
He has.
He's had to have a
I
lot
mean,
of these
even
things.
Pater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To have this conviction, right?
Yeah.
And these guys have gone through stuff, and they couldn't even do what Thorfinn did.
Yeah.
This is what Pater said at the end, right?
Mm.
So it's like, I agree, you have to go through some form of something
Yeah.
to come out the other,
But-
or you have to have
Yeah.
seen something.
Yeah, but I don't think the something is necessarily being the warrior. Like if Thorfinn was, I don't know, this peacemaker from the start, right? As a kid, like as he grew
But
up.
why
How
would
do
he
you
be
just
a peace-
become a
yeah,
peacemaker?
exactly.
People?
Why
You
would
know
he
what I
be a
mean? Like,
peacemaker?
Well,
Even Thor's like the thing about Thor's also became like that after he went through it all that.
Exactly.
And,
Why do
like-
people do things that
Yeah.
it's afterwards? It's hindsight.
Yeah.
like we've seen, for example, historical figures that have been like that since the get go, right? At least they've been shown to be like that.
But
Like,
that's because they've seen something, or like,
they've been victims. Like they haven't been propagators of oppression. They've been victims of oppression.
yeah,
right?
that's why I gave the
And
example of
I
Aina.
mean-
Yeah, Aina would be a good example for that.
You
But,
can al-
but
you
in
can-
terms of having to have seen something, I agree with that.
You can also
but I don't
say-
think you have to be a warrior to be able to spew peace on the world.
I agree.
You can also say propagators started off as victims though, right? Like Thorfinn was a propagator, but he started off
Yeah.
as a victim, right?
Correct.
Like you can say that about a lot of people. Gardar, for example, he started off as a victim. You could say, and then he became a
Yeah.
propagator. Like it's
I,
a lot of
I think the problem comes in when you've become a victim of war, right? At such a young age, and you didn't have anyone to guide you. At that point, it's all about survival. So he was forced into that hand almost. But if he was someone that had a little bit more guidance, that could actually, take that message in, and actually their output is more, catered towards trying to help people, it would be better.
But the thing is, he got the message. He got the message from Thor's, right? When he was younger, he got the messaging from Thor.
Yeah.
But he couldn't
He
take
didn't understand
it in.
it. And
He
you
couldn't
can't
understand
just
it.
tell someone something and they just like
Yeah, they
take it
follow
on.
it.
I think it's harder to do that.
You know
Honestly,
how they
yeah.
said to be a real man. He said, "You're a real man. You're strong and kind." The juxtaposition. I took that when you be strong and kind. I think the reason why I posed that question, I got it from that quote because you have to be you almost want to be the warrior in a garden. You know that quote?
Yeah.
It's like it's very different if you have for example, do you remember in a way you could argue your point. Do you remember that priest in season 1? He was preaching about love and stuff, right? Actually, that might be a bit more different, but I don't know if this same messaging would hit the same if Thorfinn had followed Thor's advice when he was younger. because he's actually been through everything and now he sees the other side. I think it's more profound if someone has experienced it.
I agree. Not just that, like look at someone like Omar, right? Ever since he was young, all he wanted to do was be a warrior. Then he finally killed someone, and then he realized everything. This battle happened. Then he realized that I actually didn't want to be like that. That's not who I wanted to be. Yeah. Then he became this voice of peace, this voice of I don't want violence. He was the voice of all these things.
So it's almost like you got to touch the stove. Omar could have not killed the body, but I reckon that each. Do you think if he hadn't killed the body, he would have felt Thorfinn's message as much as he did?
Until he killed the person, he then realized.
You have to experience it, I think.
So here's what I think. The strong and the kind is a really good example you're giving, right? But I think strength would have come from being able to challenge the status quo in the first place. If Thorfinn, or anyone for that matter, went up to the king, which is a bold thing to do with all his warriors around, and tried to, talk him out of his own ways, and that would naturally, you would get pushback for that. Right? Being able to endure will make you strong.
I agree.
It's not just about being able to inflict. It's the people that can endure that have the most strength.
But to be able to endure, you would have had to go something where you're capable of enduring. You know what I mean?
You're gonna have that conviction.
No normal person. That's why they called him.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. What someone called him like a weirdo. Like what do they call him?
Strange
man. He's a strange man because he's been through all that and he's come out on this side, right?
Yeah.
It's like no normal person is gonna do that.
I was gonna say, I agree with what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at majority of the time, the people who incite change and all these things, 99% of the time, I'd say, have gone through something first. I agree. If you can be a person who hasn't endured something, but you've seen something, right? Yeah. And you can be a voice of peace and have that much conviction, all props to you. You're a different human being.
I think enduring is part of it. I agree with all of you guys on that. Yeah. I just don't think you have to be a perpetrator to be strong. You can endure and be strong. You can see the ramifications of war, and that can forge your identity.
My thing is, in order to endure so much, you have to have gone through it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
And I think an example of that is kind of like Aina a little bit, because Aina still wanted to use his fist. Right?
But he wanted revenge.
Because he hadn't fully used it yet before.
That's why a lot of it is the people around you as well. So if Thorfinn wasn't there, Aina would have been he would have been killer off the charts. So if you think about it like that, it's like, and once Thorfinn lost Thors, it's like, look at the person he became when he was surrounded by all those Vikings, right? Yeah. If he had Thors, things would have been different. Yeah. So it's like,
but then again, there's another argument here, but there's another contrast. Canute doing what he's doing is actually helping Thorfinn as well. If Canute didn't do what he does, right? Canute has the way he operates. There's going to be collateral damage, right? But if Canute's not doing what he's doing, Thorfinn can't create this utopia either. It goes hand in hand here. You know what I mean? Like, because realistically, people are going to fight over resources and material all their lives. That's just how people are.
Yeah, it's two ways of doing the same thing. That's why they said to each other, it's like, I'll fill in the hole that you can't fill.
You can't fill in.
That's why I love that Thorfinn didn't just go, oh, bro, the way you're going about it is
I'm
wrong.
right, you're wrong.
Exactly. He's like, I don't know what's right and what's wrong.
He said, I can't criticize you.
Yeah, he said, I can't criticize you. I don't know what you're doing is right or wrong.
He literally said, what you're doing saves majority of lives.
Yeah,
but
while suppressing the few.
Exactly. While suppressing a few.
Hey, what
he's taking care of the few.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Thorfinn's doing. He's filling in that hole for the few.
Exactly.
That dynamic is just...
And I think when he was talking about us, where did you get that from? You was talking so eloquently. Yeah. I think that was a part of it was he was reciting Thor's words. I think, but the way he was speaking, it was like Askeladd, because we know Askeladd was a good speaker.
The messaging. It was like the messaging where it started from is Thor's, like the whole ideology. Exactly. But the way he delivered it is Askeladd.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, bro, but. Wait, we have one more episode left. Yeah,
that
felt like a finale, bro.
That felt like a finale. I don't know what's going to happen.
I feel like the energy, our discussion this episode was giving was a season finale. I'm curious to see what happens next, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having mixed emotions right now because I feel like we've been on this journey of this show for ages, and it started off one way and it's been ending a whole nother way.
It took a bigger 180, but it wasn't like an 180. It took like 360 almost.
Yeah, it's like 360. It's literally 360.
Whoever said season 1 was for boys and season 2 was for men? I don't know who said it. Was that you? Yeah.
It was one of the comments after.
Yeah, buddy, you were like this comment.
Wait,
I thought you made that up.
Genuinely, I made it up.
Bro, I said it in like one of the early reactions.
Yeah, I think you might have said it.
Bro, this guy.
It's fact. There's a lot of deep introspection going on, even amongst the group ourselves, right? We're thinking about situations, analogies, like it's just
discussions. I feel like it's very reflective. That's how I feel. Even when I'm watching this, there's not a lot of emotions being shown or animation from us because it's genuinely, I think, because everyone internalizes things differently.
It just gets you there pondering.
Correct.
Exactly. I think I just appreciated this season more than anything else. I think it's probably been the most impactful piece of anything I've watched.
Correct.
I think.
Correct. I agree.
So-
I'm very.
The real life parallels are just.
I'm very, very keen to watch YouTube videos about this show, right?
Yeah.
Because we've had people in the comments also say like, this show has changed the way they've lived their lives.
Yeah.
And I even saw people mention like they've seen videos of people online talk about how this show impacted them. So
one last thing. Let's talk about. We've saying it's impacted. I want to see you guys in the comments put down one thing from this season specifically that's impacted you.
yeah,
and I want to go here.
because I'm actually curious because I think already we discussed off camera, but we've also got into a lot of our discussions about how this has changed us and what we believe. Right? Yeah. I think hearing different perspectives, because even last discussion you had an opinion, he had an opinion, we all had different opinions. Right? I think hearing multiple, you sense that everyone's on similar like vibes, but people view it in different ways.
Yeah, exactly. And you can get a lot out of that by hearing someone else's opinion. You're like, oh, I've never thought about it in that way, you know?
Correct.
Speaking of which, so what's one of you guys' first opinion? Or what
Opinion?
first?
Something we took out of the show.
I reckon we do this in the discussion. I think we save this for discussion. So on that note as well, speaking of discussion,
because this season isn't over.
It's not over. But if you've clicked on this, you probably watched our previous reactions. But our Patreon does have everything if you want to rewatch it uncut, and then we've also got all our other shows as well, which is uncut and it's all early access. So check that out if you want.
Oh, already we're starting like this, huh? I see how it is. He's going back to Iceland. Is he going to meet up with Helga?
Yeah, they're going back home, baby.
Finally!
Oh my god, after how long has it been?
You can't believe it.
Long.
I'm so glad Anna's here with us. You look Helga.
All the kids he played with.
Ari.
逆にとても昼が長い。条件のいい場所では夏場に麦作をする者もおるが、
To society.
農民みんなで牧畜をするには地と牧草地が足りんのだ。トルフィンの村もそういう村だ。
I need to see his reunion with his mother, man.
Bro has no clue.
He doesn't remember anything.
Yeah.
He does not remember that he was fishing.
He'll have recollection of some things, I think.
6, man.
Hasn't been bad. How old is he now? 20 something?
Yeah.
I think he'd be about 24.
トルフィン、エイナル、村が見えたぞ。
Oh my god, I can't.
Oh my days.
Do you remember seeing this in the first episode?
Oh,
I like to feel scared and nervous as well.
yeah, oh my god.
ようやく
I love how late waited for him though.
Bro, remember back then when they pulled up the Young's
Yeah,
Viking
the Young's
pulled up?
Viking pulled up, everyone
Thor's came
ran
out.
for war.
Bro.
And but Thor's was pissed.
よし、いいぞ。
Bro, what a man Leif
Even
is.
I'm kind of like duk, 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 duk.
Yeah.
Hopefully that everything's okay here. There's no war, nothing.
Doesn't look like it, man. I don't know who'd pull up to Iceland.
Yeah, this looks
I don't know
like...
what you're trying to take
There's
here.
nothing here to pillage, bro.
This is how it would have been back in the day with no phones or anything. You can't even contact them, right? You just have to pull up one day and they won't even know.
Or pigeon.
Yeah, facts.
Or pigeon.
村のみんなが待っとるぞ。
I don't think anyone will recognize him.
Son of Thor's. Of course they recognize him.
No, they don't.
They don't.
誰？
Yeah, I have no clue.
弟なんているの？
I don't even know.
He's gonna win the hearts of these
俺の名
guys.
前を言ってみろ。
How's he supposed to know?
ここに住んでたなら。
Bro, that's a classic. Wait, no way. Foxy was his one mate, remember? He hit him with the
Oh, the sword.
いやだから仕方ないじゃんか年月経ってるし
Time.
Where's Leif? Yeah.
おっちゃん
Leif knew this would happen.
じゃあね、ユルバに合わせてみっか。
Will she be married, you reckon?
Maybe to Ari.
Yeah, to Ari.
野村商人とや
The
り
village bop, come on.
Oh,
no.
だよなベルゲ
Very good.
この村で悪気な真似すんじゃねえって
Damn it.
Oh, that's her.
Yulva.
She's running the town?
Yeah, she's basically.
She got that Thor's fire.
Yeah.
you reckon Aina's gonna take a liking to her?
Oh, bro, that's gonna be awkward.
お金も返し
I mean, his last type was Arne. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how simple that
They're a
is.
bit different, it feels like.
This is unreal.
She's beautiful.
She hasn't really changed.
She looks like Thor's, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She doesn't want any part of him.
Damn!
Damn!
I kind of expected that, yeah.
Straight to the mouth.
He's gonna get punched.
God damn, I don't know what Thorfinn is crazy.
いやほらユルバお前の弟のトルフィンだ
Bro's like, why did I choose not to fight
Bro,
ever?
Aina's gonna fall in love with her.
そういえばそんな名前
Why?
弟はチビの頃に死ん
He
で
didn't die, man. He's
俺
alive.
生きてたんだよ
What's something that only
母親と
Thorfinn would
私を
know?
元気づけるための作り話で
Yeah,
し
he
ょ
needs to say something very specific.
ありがとうレイフさん
Wait, what? No, he didn't.
No, he actually did mean it.
それより
I think she's processed already that he's like coping.
おいこらチビこらレイフさんたぶらかしてんの
Oh my god.
That's actually a bro.
This is his hardest battle yet.
Exactly.
This is his hardest battle yet.
She's strong too, like, picked him up from one hand.
Bro, she's treating
This
him
is
like a
real
little
brother
kid.
and sister love, man.
Facts.
Big sister, little brother love.
Yeah, fair.
トルフィンって誰
Bro, stop being so. Just go.
This is the most emotional I've seen Thorfinn, man. Holy shit. That's
だっ
funny.
て姉上が母上の顔を
It's how long has it been, man?
忘れられて当然だ
Your mum won't forget you, buddy.
No, they haven't.
俺はガキの頃に親と生き別れて今どこにいる
Yeah,
か
at least he has his family to reunite with.
羨ましいぜお前が
ありがとう
We can call him Thorfinn as well, man.
Thorfinn 2.
Thorfinn 2.
No, why is it 2 then?
Hey, you call
Thorfinn
Thorfinn 1.
Negative 1, because you know he's not the real Thorfinn. Helga, oh my god, she's.
Oh, is that Ylva's kids?
Yeah, must
ば
Oh.
あちゃんトルフィンって
Yeah,
誰
that's
Yeah,
Ylva's
yeah,
kids.
Sylva's
トルフィン
Oh my god, mother's love.
おふくろ
Bro, hell no.
Exactly.
いいじゃんいや違うんだ
She knows.
Yeah, she knows.
こっちが
She won't forget.
トルフィン
Oh my god.
こんなに大きくなって
Oh my,
Oh my
god,
god.
the parallels.
やっぱり
Wow, they actually do look a lot.
I know.
They do.
Except he's a lot smaller, but you know what I mean.
Oh, that voice acting.
おかえりトルフィン
Bro, she's probably dreaming of this day.
Holy, this is powerful stuff. Oh. Shout out Leif,
Leif,
man.
bro.
Shout out Leif.
That was so beautiful, bro. It's like no matter how tough you are when you're with your mother,
She knew instantly as well.
Yeah.
母さんトルフィンが帰ってきたって
Is that's Artie?
Oh, that's Ari,
is
yeah.
Ari,
With
yeah.
the mustache.
トルフィン
Oh my god.
トルフィンすまなかった
He was there.
俺たちのせいで
He didn't know any better.
ドルズさんを
Bro, this is insane.
oh my god, and they're hugging as well.
俺が
This is emotional.
バカだったんだ
You gotta make up with all the time you have now, man.
さてと
あらどこ行くのエイナルさん
ああ、今夜はこれでおいとまします。レイフさんたちが5時の家に泊まってるんで、
Nah,
俺
bro.
も
You're
さ
staying here,
Stay
your
here.
family.
ここに泊まる
Yeah, your
わよ
family,
ね
man.
That's
ちょ
brother.
っと狭いけどなんとかなるでしょトルフィンの兄弟だ
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
あ
god.
なたは私の息子よ
Oof.
ここはあなたの家
This is
She
beautiful.
just takes his shoes and socks off and just chilling now. Don't be shy.
He's a son. That's what a son would do.
もう聞いてよ母上
Oh.
あの凍結商人また塩の値段をわあさっきの家にまで上がり
Oh, we need to convince her now.
Yeah. No, I think she knows deep down.
Yeah.
You know,
She
she
doesn't
knows
accept
deep-
it.
She's just coping.
Inheritance scam.
committing fraud.
本物よ。本当にトルフィンが帰ってきたのよ。本物？え？本当？
He's about to die.
ただいま姉上
She's gonna punch him again or something.
Yeah, she's gonna hit him, bro.
I called it.
Oh my god, bro.
Is that Garda?
This is Thor with a hammer.
Bro said Garda.
She used the power of God.
She's a power of Garda. Hell no.
He's gonna turn. This is what's gonna push him over the edge and make him a warrior.
That is
again.
a punch and a half.
He's gonna be a warrior.
She might be the only one stronger than him.
Genuinely.
100 punches of. Oh, his name is equal to 1 punch of her.
100 punches of Drot could not do what Yilma did to him.
Hey.
Yeah, and he saw him take 100 punches.
Is the dad Ari or who's the dad?
Ari.
Oh, okay.
They said dad when he walked in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so jolly and
Hopefully
wholesome.
Yilma's come to
Some
a...
shit's gonna happen here. I can just tell.
Nah. I think it's a wholesome vibe.
I think the way they're gonna end this is either gonna tell us this is the last season or there's gonna be season 3.
That's what he used to play.
Yep.
This is where we started the show when he was here collecting water.
Thor, it was like Thor doing the...
And Thor's was doing that, yeah.
Thor was doing the...
Blacksmithing.
Do you reckon he's gonna go there and learn now?
Maybe. I don't know. Or he's just reminiscing.
トルフィンはこれまでの16年間に経
What
験
a
した
story that would be.
家族に語って聞か
His
せ
ear's still chopped off, man.
トールズの士官ケティルの農場を立つまでの経験淡々と要所のみをかいつまんで話したがその憎悪と闘争
It's narration.
Who's this narrating?
Same man.
It's just the narrator.
It's a narrator, yeah.
Despair and regret.
悲しみと再生の歴史は
You rebirthed though as well.
聞く者を絶句させた
俺が殺してしまった人たち彼らにもこんな温かい家庭があったのかもしれない
This further emphasizes his goal now.
俺の罪は
After seeing this, he wants
I must
more
atone
people to
for
keep
them.
this.
行かなきゃならない平和の国を築くためにフィンランドへ
おやりなさい。この世界から逃げ出したいと思っている人は大勢います。私とトールズも先週
いや
ジョンスボルグから逃れこの島へ来ました。人々が戦争や奴隷制から逃
Create a
れ
refuge.
どこまでも逃げて水平線の彼方まで逃げ切ったそ
You
の
reckon the scene at the end of season 1 is gonna be on the boat?
God. Oh, not God. Aina coming out the
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
そのために生きなさい。
Son of Thor's.
トールズ
That
Truly
name
is
is,
the son of Thor's.
that is a strong name.
Son of Helga as well, man.
Shout out Helga, man.
Brother to Yilva.
Brother to Aina as well.
決意が固いのは分かっただが人員に家畜
Yeah. You need a bit of a plan.
船も買い足さにはならんぞ
True.
そもそも資金だ
Yeah.
これだけの大金そう
They left all the money at Castle's Farm, bro.
わしの助けがなければな
What a man Leif is. Mr. Leif, bro.
ありがとう
Leif さん。
おっちゃん
Watch out.
まだ船を降りない気かさすがレイフさん
何やりようはいくらでもあるさ
あんま無理しないでくださいよ親父
Surely some shit's gonna go wrong here.
No, surely not.
Not that I wanted to.
Surely
but-
not.
Oh, the
Oh,
box.
the box.
True warrior doesn't need a sword.
まったく本当についてっちゃうとはね。
Yilva.
姉上ごめん父上は本当にすごい人だった強くて
Strong and kind once again.
俺なんかには見えないずっと先を見ていた
変わり者
Yeah, strange man.
Same thing
as
there.
it.
The whole, I just got chills in my face as she
crazy.
said that. Oh my god.
Oh my, remember
It's
that?
the
slave.
Yep. When
Oh.
Thors and Thorfinn was sitting down or standing up, I don't remember. Yeah, they were standing up.
Yeah, when halftime came and then, oh bro.
And they showed the back. Yep, they showed the back.
昔
Yep, the slave.
父上が守ろうとした人だ奴隷だったんだ
Just like us.
主の元から逃げてきて生き倒れていたところを父上が助けたんだ
He paid everything
Yeah,
for it.
paid
He was
everything.
dead.
Yeah.
8 sheep.
Yeah.
羊8頭と交換したらしい
Because every life matters.
8頭とお前のお人
Yeah,
よし
he
は
understands where he got it from.
親父譲りだな
Beautiful.
Going back to the start.
Well, how
like
beautiful
new-
is this animation?
new
Look
start.
at
The Northern Lights, man.
this. I want to go see this in real life.
Yeah, I need to go see that.
Bro, he's not used to
まだ
this.
一年と寒さが答えるな先戻ってるぜトロフィー
What's it looking at?
Bro, he's got like.
ねえここからも逃げたい人は
Oh.
どこに行くの
His father.
No.
も
Holy
う分かってるだろ
Bro.
What the
What
hell
a
are these
man.
parallels?
What a man.
Vinland, oh
The first
my
scene.
God. The first
The
scene.
whole show.
This is how the show started.
And it was
Thor-
Thorfinn's there with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thorfinn's there with him.
I'm getting chilled. What a show.
Bro, Thor's was the ultimate dad, bro.
All other episodes are building up to this, man.
Who is this?
Back in the day,
Back when, yeah, Yuva was. They were running away.
when they left.
Leaf.
Yeah, this is young Leif.
Kind of handsome, low key.
Who's that?
Ashkelad!
No way, it looks
Holy,
so
that's
much
young.
younger. What the hell?
Yeah, they showed Aina when he started
He has
out.
the beard, basically.
Oh, he cut his hair.
He looks.
He looks beautiful.
He looks different, bro.
He looks like Canute. He looks
Yeah.
like Canute. He actually looks like Canute.
Holy. There's two Canutes in the world.
I genuinely thought
Insane.
that was Canute, bro.
Yeah, I had to like process
Yeah,
that.
I
Like,
didn't
who was
process
that?
that, but I genuinely thought that was Canute.
Then they showed how everyone started, and then they showed Thorfinn like that. It's like he's just getting started now.
Yeah, but they did show Aina as well, but both of them are being reborn right now.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Far out. What a show. Far out.
Sure. Genuinely.
They clap for this, bro. Like, amazing, amazing. Well done, bro.
Oh my
I think this is one of those shows you can keep reading about, listening about the messaging,
Yeah.
and you won't get enough.
I feel like you pick out a new thing every time.
Yeah.
There's something new, no matter what time in your life you're in.
Yeah.
You pick out something from this show.
It's the underlying message, I think, is the conquest of peace, right? And peace is such a it's such a cliche thing. Like, everyone says they want peace, but like, look at the price you have to pay to attain it. Like, Thorfinn went through 100 punches, you know, all of this sorrow in his life to arrive at this point. It's like there's such a big price to pay for it, but it's those that have courage that can actually make it.
And not just that, everyone talks about peace.
Yeah.
When shit hits the fan,
Yeah.
how many people can stay true to their principles to get the peace?
Exactly.
Right? The amount of people that break their principles because they're under a little bit of pressure,
Yeah.
is it's commendable. Guys like Thor's. I didn't put Ashlad in there because he realized his own mistakes and what he'd have to do. Thorfinn, Canute, like it's respect to these guys, the strange men, right? It's respect to these.
I think this whole show had a beautiful story. The messaging was obviously so good, but above all, for me, it was the characters. Like,
facts, yeah.
they literally made the show for me.
The way
Like,
they build these
the
characters.
development of like most of the main characters, are, bro, like even the side characters, like
Shit.
genuinely.
Like someone like Aina, right?
Yeah, Gardar, like he was there for not long.
The impact.
Bro, the impact he left.
They
was
should do
crazy.
like, you know, at school how you study people. Like,
Yeah.
They should study the character development of a man like Thorfinn, bro.
Facts.
Started off like that, to become where he is now.
This is a journey. This was a journey. Genuinely, a journey.
And
it's a marathon of a sprint.
Yeah, that you asked at the start if we go, because like as I'm sitting here right now, there's so much that's going through my mind.
Yeah.
That if I try to depict what I think I picked up from one of many messages,
there'd be too
many
things,
right? But if I had to really pick one, I think it just shows the nature of resilience.
Yeah.
And just never giving up.
Yeah.
Because you could see Thorfinn, like there were so many times where even if the cards were stacked against him, like he kept persevering, and I think a lot of characters did that. A lot of characters faced a lot of loss.
Yeah.
People in real life face a lot of loss. You go through a lot of things a lot of situations where you weren't necessarily put in that position because you wanted to be. You just kind of forced into a position, right? Yeah. You're just dealt bad hands. But can you make the most of the hand you're dealt?
Exactly.
And I think the situation he was put in with Askeladd and stuff, he was never meant to be there. But he just got put there. Yeah. And then he obviously went through what he went through. But the resilient nature of him and still grasping onto his father's words and still knowing deep down, he knew what was right the whole time. He just never was able to come out right. He was masking it. But I think the resilience he had eventually paid dividends, right? Yeah. And I think that's a big message you can get. It's like no matter what situation you put in life, if you've got a mission or a purpose, you keep persevering for that because it's always a journey. Yeah. And the battles you get through it, like the scars you get through the battles, like that's what makes you, right?
Because like at the end, when he's sitting by the fireplace telling his story to his family, he genuinely just looked like a man. He looked like he knows what he's doing now. He knows. He looks like he's got a purpose. He's got a mission. He's got something, right? Yeah. He looks like someone who knows what it's like to live almost. Yeah. Right. It's like all those questions Arned was asking, Einad was asking. He looks like he's got the answer now, and that's all he wanted all along.
And that's sort of what we wanted as well. When we started off the show, we were naive, like kind of similar to Thorfinn, right? Not to that extent, right? But it was like. When Thors was speaking about you have no enemies and a true warrior doesn't need a sword, we didn't know what that meant.
We were like, that's idealistic and stuff like that.
Exactly. We didn't know what that meant. And I love how the show depicted all those themes so realistically, where they showed every perspective of it. It wasn't just this thing where it's like, oh, it's easy to do, like, oh, everyone should strive to be like this. It's like, even Thorfinn doesn't know if what other people are doing are right or wrong, right? It's just like, he has enough conviction in himself and what he's been through and what he's heard from his father and what he's learned from Askeladd that he chooses this way, like this route, right? And he's like, I love how he exhausts every option now that isn't violence. Does that make sense? Like he goes through, he finds. It's almost like there's more strength in peace. Yeah. And like. Than
that's why he was talking about all the running and all this stuff like that, because ultimately you can just run away from war. Yeah, you can just run. Regardless of whether you look like a coward, all these things, you can always run. And another thing, you talked about the side characters, right? Yeah. Or the different perspectives that they show. Yeah. I love how they've brought in. We're not just looking at kings. We're not just looking at these special men. We're looking at the ordinary people. The slaves. The people who are the groundwork for everything. Yeah. And we see their perspectives and their arguments and they have a voice.
What I was going to say is like one of the key takeaways I had is power, resources, women, all of these things that kings get. Like for example, Canute is a good example of that. People pay a lot of respect and mind to those kind of people. And they look at them for change, right? Yeah. But what you realise from characters like Thorfinn is it doesn't take a lot of resources. It doesn't take that much to incite change. Yeah. If you're a man that can, stand true to his principles, do good by others, do good by yourself, you will naturally incite change. Yeah. You don't need to be this, power hungry. Yeah. Like, you don't need that.
Even think about it. He didn't take any of the money that they offered at the farm, right? He literally left on his ship. He has this big grandiose goal, but he didn't take any money. So it's like that speaks for itself.
And you see what it does when men put power on a pedestal and when men put resources on a pedestal. People are going to fight till the end until someone eventually gets it. But even the person that gets it is never happy with it. Yeah. He's always trying to figure out how to sustain it.
If you want to change the world, change yourself.
Exactly. Change the world, change yourself. First step is changing yourself before you change the world, right?
Yeah, and another quote is what Sverkel said. He said, too much wealth brings about misfortune. And we saw that with Ketil. So it's like, you should just be grateful for what you have, bro. And
the second season, the reason it was so good also is because it didn't really show much about like king, queen, like the power dynamics that much. It was more just like people on a farm working to grow the farm.
It showed the mindset of the regular people.
Exactly, the regular people.
And what I really liked, which I was maybe a little bit skeptical at the start, was season 1. We knew he went too far with the violence, right? We could tell, like, bro, just settle down a bit.
Yeah.
And then he did a literal full 180
yeah.
and did nothing the second season, right?
Yeah.
And there were parts of me where it's like, I still miss that old Thorfinn where it's like that warrior, because we've loved those type of characters.
Yeah.
Like when you can fight, when you're strong. Oh, the strongest man is the one who can kill the most soldiers.
Yeah.
Right? But what you realize when you finish this show is, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Why do we idolize that?
Why do we idolize that?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, those people are just kind of escaping because they can't get peace.
Exactly.
Why not just go to peace in the first place?
They're not the ones creating the change. They're really not the ones.
They're just
creating
doing what every other king before them did.
Exactly. And
No, not just kings. They are the sheep.
Yeah, sheep.
They're mindlessly following something. They don't even know what they're doing.
Because you talk about this, like kings are also sheep because they're just following the king above them.
Or they're just following the crown.
Or they're following the crown. They're
The crown thinks for itself. Like what
another show once said, everyone is a slave for something, right?
Yeah.
Like
And this show said it as well.
Yeah, this show, exactly, bro. It's like,
I think the key takeaway I personally had is you judge a person based on their character and their integrity. You don't judge a person based on what he's acquired or status. Like, there's people on different levels of the hierarchy, right? But the people that you're going to admire the most and you're going to get the most out of are the people that have integrity. The word integrity is misplaced, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And season 2 was a perfect depiction of that.
all right, anyone got any last words? Because
They better have another season.
Hopefully
and it better be soon.
Yeah, it better be soon, man, because I don't care if I have to wait weekly for this show, because I will happily do that as long as I know the season's
monthly,
through.
man.
Honestly, it'll actually help us just think about it like throughout the week.
Yeah, correct.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Bro, what a magnificent show, man.